Shadow of the Cross, Chapter 1, First Blood. The rain tapped gently against the windows, a steady rhythm that had lasted most of the day. Inside the Blackwood household, the kitchen was warm and smelled like roasted chicken and garlic bread. A soft clinking of forks against the plates filled the room. "Did you seriously forget the rolls?" Michael asked, with a playful sigh, reaching across the table. "They're in the oven," Elaine replied without looking up from her plate. "Give it 5 minutes. You won't die." "Not yet," Eliza said through a mouthful of mashed potatoes. "Eliza," Elaine warned, glancing at her. "Chew first, talk later." Samson chuckled softly. Eliza just rolled her eyes and exaggeratedly chewed like a cow, grinning at him the whole time. "Gross," he muttered. "Love you too," she said with a smirk. Michael smirked as he grabbed a napkin. "You two are impossible." Elaine smiled tiredly but contentedly, sipping her water and watching them. "You're going to miss each other when you're older." Eliza made a face. "Doubt it." Samson stayed quiet, swallowing a bite slowly. The oven beeped softly. Elaine pushed back a chair with a sigh. "Of course, I forget the one thing your dad actually likes." Michael reached for the rolls as she brought them out, placing them in the center of the table. "I like other things," he said, grinning. "I just complain less about those." Eliza snorted. "You don't complain less," Samson said, cutting into his chicken. "You just talk quieter when Mom's not in the room." "Excuse me?" Michael raised an eyebrow, pretending to be offended. "Are you calling me a coward?" "I'm just saying," Samson smirked. "I heard you talk real tough to the toaster." Elaine laughed quietly. The family laughed with her, a warm, simple sound that filled the kitchen. Outside, the rain picked up, steady and familiar. Jasper, the family dog, who had been curled up by the window, suddenly sat up, ears twitching, growling low and steady. "Jasper," Elaine said softly, trying to soothe him. "It's just the rain." But the way Jasper stared toward the dark hallway made the room feel suddenly too still. Samson's eyes flickered towards the hallway, almost instinctively. He didn't see anything, but the feeling in his gut tightened. Michael stood and stretched. I'll check the front door. It's probably just the wind anyways." Elaine's smile faltered for a brief second. "Be careful." The lights flickered once, then steadied. Eliza shrugged nervously. "Classic weather?" "Yeah, but that wasn't a storm," Samson said, eyes narrowing. "It was too precise." Elaine reached over and squeezed his hand. "Don't be silly, Sam," Eliza said. "It's just rain." But Samson's gaze remained in the hallway, where shadows seemed darker, steady, relentless. Michael's footsteps faded down the hallway. Samson could hear the creak of the front floorboards as his dad approached the door. The bolt lock clicked. Then a pause. Then the door creaked open, and a cold breeze slid into the warmth of the house. He waited for the sound of it closing again, waited for the footsteps to return. But nothing. Elaine stood up, wiping her hands on her jeans. "Mike?" she called. "Everything okay?" No answer. Jasper was still growling, low now, almost like a whisper. Samson pushed his chair back. The leg scraped the floor, sharp in the quiet. "I'll check," he said, already walking. Eliza stood up too. "Wait!" "Stay here," he said, not even looking back. He moved carefully down the hallway, the old wood creaking beneath him. The hallway light buzzed faintly overhead, casting a dull glow that framed the photos lining the wall. His eyes flickered across them without stopping. He couldn't help it. He already felt like something was off, like he shouldn't blink, like if he did, something would be standing right in front of him. The door was still wide open, letting in the scent of wet leaves and cold air, but no sign of Michael. "Dad?" Samson stepped closer to the door. "Are you out there?" Nothing. Just the rain falling onto the porch roof, the wind brushing through the trees. Then, a footstep. Behind him. Samson turned sharply, but the hallway was empty.